Kelly and I'm back with another layout, and today I'm using that awesome treehouse paper from Chamel's Never Grow Up Treehouse Dream collection. It's a Treehouse Dreams paper, and the sun side and the treehouse side are the same paper, it's just the other side. So if you want to do this, you have to buy 2 pieces of paper, which I guess you'd need to do anyway, right? But it's the same, or you have the option of using one side or the other. So anyway, I backed the photos that I'm using here on this leaf paper. That is the Chamel Never Grow Up Live Outdoors collection. And as a matter of fact, most of what I use for this is the Never Grow Up collection. And I love the way these work together. I was thinking about bringing in another paper here and trying to decide. I just felt like a lot of those patterns were super distracting, and I really wanted the background to speak because that's kind of what this is all about. Now, I didn't have a full sheet of this paper, so I'm playing around with this. And this is the Never Grow Up Spotty Friends paper. I think if I remember, there's ladybugs on the back. So I'm kind of thinking maybe what I'm going to do here is put a little bit on each side, and that's what I end up doing. So you can kind of tell right there. And then I decided to ink the edges. I do love that wood grain on the back of this as well too. All right, so I inked the edges there too. So there's a double matte now on everything, but it's not like it's a full matte here. So you still get to see a lot of the background, which is another thing I wanted to do. I really love those 2 background papers so much. And this is my grandkids here, and this is they have a play set in their backyard, so that kind of reminded me of a treehouse, because they do have a where the slide is, they often have looks kind of like a tree house. So that all made sense to me. That's why I knew I had these photos and really wanted to use them for that reason. So when you have photos like this going from side to side, a lot of times you want, because they're not the same orientation kind of a thing, you want to use a common line. So in this case, the bottom line, the bottom paper line, is the same from side to side. That helps your eye know what to do. I could have done it with the top line either, but one of the horizontals you want to be the same. So now I'm going through the die cut pack, or the ephemera pack that comes with this. I know I want some journaling. I do love that little play outside sticker. And then I found that imagination is everything, which, gosh, that's true, because they make up such little games. And then I also thought it was funny because my grandsons are going down the slide backwards and attached to each other there, basically. Although I think as I looked, I put the photos in the wrong order. All right, well, too late, though, because I have too much stuck to it. I did flip those 2 in the wrong order, but oh well. And then I found that Here Comes Trouble sign, like it's on the treehouse, which, yeah, those 2 together can get into a lot. You know, brothers, they fight like crazy, or can fight like crazy, but boy, do they love each other as well. Definitely each other's best friends. So then from that ephemera pack, I'm grabbing all of those flowers as well. So that's where all these pieces are coming from. The flowers, the journaling spot, that Here Comes Trouble, the play outside, the imagination, they all came from that. So I want to use some flowers here, and I'm just trying to decide what to do. The top cluster on the right has some leaves in it, so I really want to add leaves in each of the clusters there. So I'm just kind of playing around until I feel like I get it right. And then I decided there's some vellum in this pack. I liked that because I decided to get a little bit of yellow in there, because there's a yellow at the on this page at the top, and then also on the page over. It's not a yellow flower, but one of the leaves is pretty yellow. So then what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of cutting the flower off, and then what I did is I'm cutting off the border, the just plain clear vellum border here, because when I cut the flower apart to get that leaf, I had to cut off the border piece, or it looked kind of weird. So that works in the end, you know, making your stuff work for you, your embellishments work for you. And then I could still save the flower that I cut off as well. So sometimes I don't want to use my ATG because lifting would be too hard and things would shift too much. So that's why I'm using this is my Scotch Quick Dry that's in that fine line bottle. Okay, so everything right now is very flat. I decided I wanted to put something up. So I'm definitely going to do The Imagination is Everything is really the title. So I decided I wanted at least that up. And that's what I'm doing here. All right, so getting that all down. Still loving that play outside, but it's not working for me. And I did not do anything with didn't put that journaling spot up. I was thinking about it at one point, but decided not to do that, not to put that up. But The Imagination is Everything has some. And then I felt like I needed something on that left side, so I found this cute little snail. And I don't know, he was kind of like a little pet or something. So that's why I put him there. And I'm going back and inking things. I have my Memento Dewdrop in gray flannel. More inking. I do still need like a little bit of something. Everything other than The Imagination is Everything is kind of flat or a different texture or something like that. All right. Now there's one thing that's still bothering me, and that is it's a little hard to see at the moment. That journaling spot feels like it's just kind of hanging off there, like it could fall off at any minute. It's not grounded or attached enough. So I went and I grabbed some washi tape, and I don't know who this is from. It's old. It's probably Freckled Fawn, judging by what it was like. It's nice and thin, but I'm not positive about that. So what I do is I just grab a piece of it and add it in under the journaling card. And once I do that, it gives something for the journaling card to rest on. Now, because I have it there, I want to add it into my other clusters as well. So I'm just adding a piece on each side here on the bottom one. So now that I did that there, I'm going to want to do that in all the clusters, just using little tiny pieces. All right. When these are sped up, man, my hands fly. Trust me, they don't normally go that far. And that one was a little crooked. So, all right. So now I just showed you two in each of the other clusters. So now I need to get it in another spot over here. And it makes sense to do it on the side here, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, and I'm loving the way that looks. So now I just grab my enamel dots because I really think I need something else, and I'm going to use the enamel dots to do that. So I have my Paper Studio gemstones in they're green. So I start out using all the same color green here, but eventually, and I don't know if you see this or not, I think you don't, I switch out and add some of the yellow green in as well too, so that I end up with 3 enamel dots in each space. All right, guys, there's a still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon.